welcome to this week's Guide Roundtable. I'm your host, Ryan Anderson. I'm here with Pro Staff Guides Brendan Billinger, Chad Wiedemann, and Cray Lutz. And the fishing's been great. We've been fishing, I know personally, I've been fishing a lot on the upper section. Those fish are still just running and jumping and going crazy. It's pretty fun. Bean, you were out today. Where were you at?
I did the upper section as well. We had a good client, Gary, and two boats and his buddies, and he hadn't seen these fish like they are right now. You know?
Yeah.
He was talking about the 16-inch fish just taking them all day to get in.
Yeah.
Can't even get doubles because the fish are fighting so hard.
Yeah.
It's awesome right now.
Yeah.
And lots of fish.
Yeah. Numbers have been good. Chad, you were over on the Bighorn this last week, weren't you?
Yeah.
How was that?
Good. They're eating the trico hot and heavy, man. It's unbelievable over there.
Podding up?
Yeah. Yeah, big time. And the Amy's Ant's still hot as ever.
Yeah.
Hot as ever. When I get in a tight spot, I'll throw the bubble on and go through a couple runs, but for the most part, we're on dries. Thank goodness.
There's that one spot you got to throw the bubble on.
That I showed you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to.
You've been fishing down low.
I have been down low. I've been living behind the shop, trying to stay away from the reef. Just, I don't know. I feel like we've guided the reef so much this year, and I was kind of getting over it. And no one's been doing any of this lower stuff. So I kind of went exploring a couple of weeks ago with clients, and it's been really good down here low. My last 3 guide trips are actually all streamer trips. Didn't name for anything all day, and the streamer fishing's been really good. So
Yeah.
it's been fun. It's nice not to watch a bog around flat.
Yeah, it would have been a good day to do that today. The smoke all blew in.
Yeah, we got all that smoke from the northwest and from northern California, so it's blowing over. It is smoky out, but that artificial cloud cover doesn't suck.
Yeah, it doesn't, except for when you're puffing and puffing from back rowing.
Yeah.
I smoked a spack today, but
Yeah, but the clouds came in. The fish were rising. For all you guys that are looking for dry fly fishing, there's plenty to be had at the reef. I floated all the way to Government Bridge today, and there was fish up all the way from pretty much top to bottom. You know, if you want to put on a little rig and go after those fish, they're big fish. Those big fish are sitting in the shallow water. So I think it's a great time of year to get out there and do some dry fly fishing. Bean, you were saying that you see those rising fish, but you feed them that light rig.
Yeah, so if they're rising against the bank, we turn the boat over and throw it right at them about 3 feet up, just like you do a dry fly. And right when it gets there, you mend it, and they eat.
Yeah. How much weight are you running on that rig?
Size 4 usually, about 5 feet, 4.5, 5 feet. And then I have an emerger on the bottom, a chocolate-colored one usually. And so it's sitting up a little bit higher because it's got foam. And you wiggle that bobber, and they really eat it. The guys are laughing today. It was almost like dry fly fishing with a bobber.
So, it's been we've been getting some cooler nights. I know when I was driving out to the river this morning, I looked at the temperature, and it was 43 degrees this morning. So,
chilly.
Yeah, getting stoked. I know everybody. I know I can speak for the whole panel here when I say we're pretty pumped for fall.
So
I think these cold nights come in, and I think that those fish start to think that oh man, it's going to be winter soon, so we better start feeding all day. That was kind of what it felt like today. Those bigger fish really started hitting.
I just
hitting
can't
a lot
get over how freaking hard they fight right now.
Mhm.
I've never seen fish in August fight as hard as these fish are.
No,
They don't want to
it's
give up.
Yeah,
It's, I don't think we broke 100 degrees this year.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
been
think
nice.
we've had a day over 100 degrees,
haven't.
which we always do.
Yeah, usually.
And the temperatures have been a lot cooler than in previous years. And those fish are just showing it.
Yeah,
But, I honestly think they're fighting harder than they did in the spring.
yeah. They were breaking reels.
I mean,
I had a reel fail today.
Nice.
So I sent him over to Mark to buy a new one. It's good for the shop. But the spool fell out of the side on one of these big runs. But yeah, basically the fishing right now is fantastic. We still have another week of that special. If you guys want to get up here and enjoy some of this awesome August fishing, we have I think another week of the $2.95 half day. So that's $2.95 for 2 people for a half day of fishing on the reef, and you can catch a full day's worth of fish in that amount of time. It's the mornings have been fantastic with these trico hatches. So,
and even with the deal, I'd like to say that like today, it didn't slow down in the afternoon.
No, it didn't.
It was just amazing all the way through. There was no lull.
Yeah,
we saw some a couple weeks ago when we started doing the offer, and now don't be afraid to go all day.
Yeah.
It's just, if your arm can handle it, these fish will fight you all day.
Yeah, it was great for me below Lusby too. I hadn't floated all the way. It's tough to not camp out on those fish, but I ran it out to the bridge today, and all that Lusby to government water is really good too.
Yeah, we were laughing because we were Chad and I were fishing the same hole, and I said, "Oh gosh, we better get going. It's 11." He goes, "It's noon."
It's noon.
So we kind of had to move through some stuff because it was so great up top.
So you ate lunch at the boat ramp where you put in?
Basically,
yeah.
Okay.
It was a fun day.
Yeah, we couldn't contain ourselves. Not even us.
So crayfish, how's the fall streamer looking?
They're already all over it.
Yeah.
I had a single a few days ago, and we floated this lower piece, and he said he probably had 50 hookups.
Wow.
Probably landed 30 fish on streamers.
Wow.
Showing a little white bow river and a bergen booger.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun, man. It was literally it was one of those days everywhere there was supposed to be a fish, he caught fish.
Yeah, all those edges and
That's
eddies.
odd.
We
Fish
were
that
seeing
combo.
big fish here and there, and a lot of those, 15 to 17 inch fish, but they were just annihilating a streamer. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
When we had that day off and we all went fishing through town.
Yeah,
and
you
that
caught a
was-
sweet brown.
Yeah, sweet brown.
Yeah.
Brown fish.
Yes.
Rather brown.
It was not a
Rather
rainbow. It was a
It
giant.
was a brown fish.
It was a brown fish. Had a softer mouth than most browns.
Yeah. Carp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Large carp.
Large carp.
It was fun though. We thought it was a brown. We thought it was the one.
Oh, yeah.
All day it was
because
just.
when you hook a carp in the dorsal fin, they pull really hard, really
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
So being said, everybody shut up and get your cameras.
Oh, dude. No, Chad called it like 20 seconds into this battle.
Yeah.
It was
It's
horrible.
It's a carp.
And Bean and I are both like, Chad, shut up, dude. It is not a carp.
Yeah.
Because he hooked it on this sexy deep bank. It's like, dude, that's it.
Yeah.
This fish is just going, woo, and then back in the other direction.
Chad's like-
And Chad's in the back just drinking a beer. He's like, that's a carp. Hey, shut up, Chad. It is not. Focus.
Chad's like, it's either a carp or a beaver.
One of the two. The choice is yours at this point in time.
It was a carp.
We got him, though.
Yeah, but you did catch a big brown that morning.
I did catch a big brown that morning. That was fun. Was that Bean was on the phone and rowing at the same time? And
Well, not
I was
rowing,
guiding
but on the
carp.
boat, yeah.
Guiding carp, okay.
Yes. Yes.
It was your day off.
Yeah.
I don't want the folks at home to think you're going to take
But,
all off
just
the
to give you
river.
but seriously, with how good the streamer fishing was, how many fish did we move from the boat ramp to the second bank, bottom of the second bank? We probably
Too
moved
many.
a dozen fish.
Yeah. I mean, and
Yeah.
just mean takes, but they just weren't quite there when we pulled up on them.
Tail biters.
Yeah.
they were too.
They were very interested though. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's here. I think.
Yeah, we're just warming up.
These cooler nights. I mean, it's just 42, like you said this morning.
Yeah.
I had a jacket on for once, and I was
You?
comfortable. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, bottom line, if you guys come up and fish with us in the spring, you need to get up here in August and experience the strength of these fish. I mean, those fish in the spring when they're spawning, they'll give you a good fight, but they are at their absolute physical peak right now. It's pretty cool. I mean, some of them, an 18-inch fish, a few of them out there, you can't even get your hand around them.
They're
They've
epic.
been feeding all summer, and they just go nuts. So yeah, get up here and enjoy some of this August fishing. I know that our fall books are filling up very fast. If you guys want to come up here and experience some dry fly fishing and some streamer fishing, probably better give us a call here pretty quick because we're starting to fill up. And I know that the Platte River Fly Shop has a bunch of specials going on now, so please visit WyomingFlyFishing.com. And Cray, you got anything to add?
No, man. You nailed it. Just prepare for the fall.
Yeah.
It's coming. We're ready too. Way ready.
Make sure you lube your reel. I mean,
they make terrible sounds.
They do. Clean your line.
We can break reels right now. It's awesome. I like it. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll check in with you next week.